Hello, hi guys, hi there, how are all of you? Well, my name is Yusuf and today I'm back. And I'm back this time with a very important activity. Guys, this is one of my personal favorites. And by now, I guess if you guys have been looking at me and if you guys are looking at my videos, you would be knowing this thing up that I use this term very important, means very favorite. If I use it and if I'm exaggerating it up so much, it means this activity is really good. So this is how the things are like, guys. What is the most important thing which we guys have in this activity? Well, I'll tell you that, but in a short bit. Now what, guys? You guys have to do what? Before we move on, you guys need to have your class prepared for one thing. Now, whatever the activities we have done, by going through all those activities till now, your class would be in such a position that they would be confident now. I hope if you have done it in the same manner as I tried to told or I tried to tell you people. So if it's done in the same manner and the response, I am 100% sure, inshallah, it would have been the same way as it was expected. So enough of talking from my side, let's go on with it. What is the activity gonna be like, guys, and what are gonna be the benefits of this activity? This activity is going to give your kids again a few set of examples or things that are really important, guys. What are they going to do? They are going to be having your kids do things up that are really good. For instance, it would have them face people up. They are going to be doing what? They are going to be eventually facing their whole class. At the same time, they are going to be giving rebuttals. They're going to be answering. And then the third and the most important thing is going to be spontaneous answering. And with spontaneous answering, they are going to be having a restriction also. Now, I've counted so many things, and all of you would be thinking, oh, what is Yusuf talking about? What basically is the key? And why is he saying that this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen? Well, guys, that's why I am here, and that is what I'm trying to tell you people. It is because of one thing, guys. This activity is gonna do all these things, and trust me, when I say it's gonna do it, means it is gonna do it. So, before we move on, guys, I'll tell you the name of the activity. The name of the activity is Don't Say Yes or No. Sounds easy, right? Isn't it? What are you gonna do, guys? The execution of this activity is not like the old ones. It is a touch different. A touch different in this sense, again, before we proceed, what do we have to do? Yeah, you guessed it right. We have to do what? We have to divide our class into different groups. Yes. So, select 6 groups up. After selecting 6 groups, the next thing that we're going to do is going to be what? I want that there should be one chair that should be placed in the middle of the class, like here. Once that chair is there, I'll ask one student from each team one by one. Like for instance, I start from team A. I ask a kid from team A to come out and sit on that thing. Now this chair, what do I name it? Well, this is going to be my hot seat. A lot of you will be wondering, why have I given it the name of a hot seat? Because this is hot, because this seat is going to be facing all the questions. And the questions are going to be from the side of the other leftover 5 groups. What is this person going to do? Now, before we proceed, I am going to call each person as I mentioned, but on the first turn, as the game goes on, I start writing those words that the person sitting here cannot speak. And like for instance, if I go on with saying, I say, all right, listen, you get, like if I ask a kid to sit down and if I say to him, you are not going to use the word yes or no in your answer. And you can even add slangs into it. Yeah, no, yes, yup, all these things even in your answer. and I'll give him marks according to that. Now, what have the rest teams have to do? Each team is going to ask this individual three set of questions. Sounds interesting, right? Isn't it? Three set of questions, and the questions that all the other teams are going to be asking this individual up, they are going to be of this nature that they are going to ask such questions that have this person use those words in that answer. Means the question, they're going to try the level best that they ask him a question that he has to answer in yes or no. This is the start of the game, and this person is going to try his or her level best that this person does not use the word yes or no in the answer. Now, to make it more fun, add a variation into it, guys. Obviously, without variation, nothing works out the way it should be done. So the variation is going to be this, that the person sitting here would only get a time of 10 seconds to start with. Gradually, as the words increase, the time decreases. So this is how it's going to be done. So the first person starts off. I have only, I would say yes or no, and the slangs of yes and no. Gradually, the game goes on, and if this person is able to guess it, then if this person is able to answer all the questions that were there without using the same words, this person gets the marks. If this person is unable to answer it, means this person utters the word yes or no in the answer, then the team that asked the question and on which this person got stuck, that team would get the marks. Now, this is going to be giving the benefit of doubt to both the teams. Either it be the person sitting on the hot seat or the person standing over there or sitting over there in groups. Gradually, moving to the next turn, what do I do in the next one? I add up more words on the board. Like for instance, with yes and no, I say obviously and deliberately. So they get added. Now, again, the person sitting here now has to do what? The words have increased, so the marks have increased, guys. It's as simple as it is, clear-cut logic, So, person sitting on the hot seat, marks tend to increase. Now, since the marks have increased, so this person, either he or she, is going to be keeping in mind all the words that are written on the board. Those words, again, are not going to be uttered by the person sitting on the hot seat. And the people who are sitting in other groups, they have to try their level best to have this person practice those words. Means they will try their level best to have this individual utter these words. But this individual is going to try the level best that no, I won't be saying that thing up. And now since we have moved on, so I added two more words as I mentioned before. So since I've added two more words, I'll deduct two more on the side of the spontaneous answering. Like for instance, he got like or she got like 10 seconds to answer. This time, this individual is only going to get 8 seconds to answer. And gradually, in 8 seconds, this individual has to answer the questions that are being put forward by the rest of the teams. Gradually, we move to the next team. That person comes and sits on the hot seat. And again, I add more words like certainly and precisely. So, more words added, the marks tend to increase more, and the rules are going to remain the same. Means the person who is going to come and sit on the hot seat is always going to be facing the music. With music, I mean, is always going to be encountering those questions up. And those questions are going to be of this nature that the person sitting here is obviously going to be on the toes. Okay? But remember one thing up. This game requires one very important thing. It can be really extraordinary when it comes to the performance of it, but try to remember one thing up. Teachers, this is a special message for you people. You should be careful regarding one thing, that the students that you have, you should be so much proactive that you are able to sense the nature and the level of thinking that they possess. There should not be any sort of personal questions. They should not be targeting some individual on the looks, on the appearance that can hurt someone's sentiments. And trust me, you don't want to do that, because if it does, the entire environment is going to be spoiled. And if the entire environment gets spoiled, the activity becomes vague. If the activity becomes vague, then you wasted it up. So instead of it, I don't want you to waste this activity up. You have to make the most out of this activity, and trust me, this activity can have them interact in such a fashion that you guys can't imagine. So this activity, I've again told you what it is like. It's known as don't say yes or no, but at the same time, you have to keep one thing in mind. Before going on and after going on, even during it, your ears, your eyes, you should be proactive, teachers. You have to keep it in mind. Don't let the kids target each other up. If they do it, if they get personal, if they target someone's character up, it's really gonna spoil it. And I don't want you to spoil this activity, because it is one of my own personal favorites, and it is the best activity that you can exercise in a class. So guys, this is a wrap from my side. And again, before I move on, I would like to thank you people, and I'm really glad and I'm really happy that you guys are really giving me such awesome feedback. You can pass your comments even now if you want to, because of the fact now that you have gone through so many videos of us, you can have a look at it and you can give your comments. I'll love to see that. There's obviously the likes are always a part of it, and eventually if you have still not subscribed to our channel, guys, please press the bell icon. And it's a bye from my side. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.